Alright, so hey everybody, hey guys, Rainbow here. What is this? As soon as I start talking, my dog gets really hype. He's like, play? No dog, no play. I figured today I would do a story. I would tell you guys something about my past, something that maybe doesn't tell you why I am the way that I am, but something that kind of basically encompasses what my childhood was like. Not my childhood, like my young teenage years. So I decided to choose why I am no longer allowed in Canadian strip clubs. At least strip clubs in Alberta. Maybe not all of Canada, but definitely the strip clubs in Alberta I'm no longer allowed in. So when I was 18 years old, I didn't really know what I wanted to do on this planet, but I thought that I wanted to help people, and what better way to help people than become a cop? Yes, I thought I wanted to be a police officer when I was out of high school, so I went right into policing. So you have to go into schooling first. Everybody's like, what does this have to do with the strip club? Trust me, it does. So after my first semester of policing, my classmates decided that they wanted to celebrate. Now, there are two things in Alberta that keep the average Neanderthal male sane in this very dry, vast province, and that's alcohol and naked women. So, what better way to celebrate graduating our first semester than going to the strip club? Also, our class is mainly male, so that explains a lot as well. So, that night we decided we were all going to go to the strip club. I had never been. Now there's two major differences between Canadian strip clubs and American strip clubs. One, the obvious one, the women take their bottoms off. In America, that doesn't happen. Doesn't happen at all. Pretty sure there's nowhere in the US where you can take your bottoms off as a stripper. I could be wrong though. I'm not expert in stripper etiquette. Anyways, in Canada, you take off your bottoms as a stripper, and our dollars and $2 come in little metal coins. We call them loonies and toonies, which I'm sure you all know. Anyways, we go to the strip club. It's my first time. I'm terrified. I have no idea what's going on. I walk in there. It's dark. There's a bunch of very scantily clad women, some of them with bodies that I wouldn't mind seeing naked, some of them with bodies that I don't want to see naked at all. Jesus, some of those women, no. But they were carrying around shot glasses, and we sat down and we happened to sit right on the stage, which for a first timer, sitting right on the stage is terrifying. It's like it's right there. Right there. So, we sit down. Along the thing, there's about 10 of us, and this girl comes on the stage and they announce her, and she's dressed up. They all have their different themes, right, of like what they're dressed up as, and they have their specific music, and she starts dancing and everything's kind of fine. Like, she's doing some cool shit, like flipping on the bar, climbing up it, doing like lateral splits, like, whoa, it's getting crazy. It was kind of cool to watch, and then all of a sudden the bottoms come off. And she is like right in front of me, putting her bits in my face, and I start feeling really like, okay, this is a lot. There's a lot of things in my area. I feel uncomfortable, please. I was really nervous. I was like, holy shit, please, like, lady, I'm so scared right now. But she didn't care. She was like spread eagle, just doing her thing, naked, completely naked. I was like praying for the show to be over. I was like, please, God, let this be over. I don't want to see into this woman's womb anymore. The music ended and I was like, oh, thank God it's over. It's all over. She's gonna get dressed and get off the stage. No, that is not what happens. I was told in most provinces in Canada, it's actually very frowned upon to throw change at the strippers. Like, dollars and toonies, not okay. You cannot throw those. You must place them on the stage. In Alberta, however, because we're a giant clown fiesta, I guess we decide that at the end of the show, we add in a carnival game, a carnival-themed game, and the woman takes a poster and she rolls it up. And she goes along the stage. She sits down, her legs propped up, and she sticks the funnel in between her legs. And it is the job of the viewers to try and get loonies and toonies into this cone. So she's going around the stage, and I'm like, oh God, like, no, thank God I don't have any small change. But the guy beside me was like, whoa, time to pull out my bag of loonies and toonies, and he just whips out this giant sack. It was like the guy had been saving since he was 12 for this very moment and busted open his piggy bank so he could, like, throw small change at naked women. And he just whips it out and he gives it to me and he's like, here, you can throw one. And I was like, oh God, please, no. There are a million things on this planet that I would rather do than throw money at a naked woman. Like, I don't know, roll around in hot lava or lick the bottom of Trump's toupee, literally anything. I was terrified. I was like, please. And everybody was looking at me at this point, and they're like, you have to do it. And I'm like, okay, fine. Because I was a very insecure 18-year-old, and all I wanted to do was be accepted. So she's coming around, and I'm getting more and more nervous, progressively more nervous as she gets closer to me. And suddenly she's propped right in front of me, poster there, like a little carnival skeet ball thing. And I tense up. I'm terrified. I'm like, oh. So what do? I cover my eyes and hold up the loony, and because I was so nervous and I was tensed up so much, I wound up and I hucked it. There was no arc on it at all. It was like straight line, and I just heard this, fuck! And I was like, and I open my eyes, and the lady is, like, holding her face. The loony is, like, somewhere, I don't even know where it went, and she's, like swearing, and it suddenly clicked. I was like, oh my God, I hit the stripper in the face with a loony. I smoked the stripper in the face with a loony. I am a terrible human being, and not even, like, 5 seconds later, I was, like, grabbed and pulled out of the establishment. Like, I'm pretty sure they thought I was some sort of, like, either, like, jealous girlfriend that found out that her boyfriend had been sleeping with this stripper, or, like, I was some sort of activist, but they were convinced that I meant to harm this stripper, and they kicked me right out of that establishment. I have never been more embarrassed. They told me I was never allowed back. I'm never allowed back at any establishment that is owned by these people, and I couldn't even apologize. The worst thing was, like, I couldn't even say sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure if I hung around after and tried to apologize to her, she would, like, whipped out bear mace. You crazy bitch. Yeah, it was bad. Anyways, that is why I am no longer allowed in Canadian strip clubs or Albertan strip clubs. I thought that'd be an interesting story. God. I mean, it's not really a bad thing. It's not like I won't want to. It's not really something I don't really phone up my buddies and I'm like, hey, you want to see some naked ladies? And throw change at them. So I guess it's not that big of a loss. But yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, like. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace, bye. Peace, bye.